How can you improve your chances of success with a Ukrainian woman? First of all, let's define success. You want to build a relationship that will lead to engagement and marriage. You are not looking just for something casual. When I conduct the first interview with a potential client, if this gentleman is not a Ukrainian gentleman, or for example, the representative of the first generation or second generation of immigration, because very often we work with gentlemen whose parents or grandparents have relocated from Soviet Union to United States, Israel or Germany. So if this gentleman doesn't have Ukrainian or Soviet roots, I always ask, why international dating? Why not to date a nice lady, local lady in the UK or in the US? And sometimes men tell me that they believe it will be easier for them to date Ukrainian women because they can date younger, way more attractive, and it will be just easier because women in the UK or women in the US are just so demanding. If your main goal of dating a Ukrainian or a Slavic woman is your desire to date someone younger, to get easy women and to invest less time, energy, money, heart into this relationship, you will face a disappointment. I'm not telling right now that all Ukrainian women are of high maintenance. Of course, in every culture there are women like that. Of course, if you aim to date someone who is 15, 20 years younger than you are, chances are high that this woman will have a really big financial expectation. Otherwise, why should she consider dating someone who might have been her father? It doesn't matter much if you are dating in the US, in the UK, for example, in Eastern or in Central Europe, you still bring yourself with you. You're still as old as is written in your passport. You're still as tall or as big or as slim. So you bring yourself with you, with all your past experiences, with your insecurities, with your trust issues if you have any, with your expectations. You are still you. So if you're saying that, okay, I don't have to work on my communicational skills, flirting skills, I will just travel to Eastern Europe, to Western Europe, or I will aim to date Ukrainian women in the United States, and it will be easy, not like with other women because, well, I don't want to work on my communicational and flirting skills. It's not going to be the case. But who can actually benefit from dating an Eastern European woman, a Ukrainian woman? First of all, men who have strong interest in Eastern European culture, men who like diversity, who want to have extra romance in their relationship. Because the whole idea that you will date someone who represents a totally different culture, has different background, different traditions, it's very romantic, and you can really choose the best from each culture and bring it to your relationship. But if you believe that you can pick only the features that you like in Eastern European culture and the rest that you don't like, for example, she will change magically to please you, again, it's not going to happen. International dating can be a great solution if you love traveling and you can afford traveling, if you love exploring new cultures and countries, and if you are craving extra romance in your relationship. And also if you don't mind having this long distance stage in your relationship, because you will have it. If you were lucky enough to meet a Ukrainian woman who lives in your city and right now you are courting her, you still can watch this video because I will share some practical dating tips and advice on how can you increase your chances with a Ukrainian woman. If you just consider dating a Ukrainian woman, you can fill in the form below this video and demand a complimentary consultation with the matchmaker. And also in this video I will share with you practical dating tips how to maintain the long distance part of your relationship. Before you jump head first into a relationship with a beautiful Ukrainian woman, ask yourself several questions. Can I really afford it? And right now I'm not saying that she will have expensive tastes. I'm speaking about this long distance stage, because you will have to travel to build this relationship, to build chemistry and to maintain this chemistry, to develop your relationship. Because one trip, let's say to Prague, doesn't equal that she is your girlfriend. So before investing your energy, your time and piece of your heart into an international relationship, a long distance relationship, ask yourself several questions. Can I afford it? And here I'm talking about investments of time and yes, money, because you will have to travel like every 2 or 3 months to build a healthy, meaningful relationship. You can't just rely on one single trip because, well, even though you might have spent like 4 fantastic days together or a week together, you will return back home, and within 2 months that energy, that chemistry that you have managed to build will start fading. So you should think really carefully. Can I realistically afford to travel every 2 or 3 months? What will my boss say about it if I demand vacation time? Do I have this vacation time? Can I invest into tickets and staying in the hotels? And after that, ask yourself a question, do I really want it? Because some people, they don't actually like traveling that much, and it can be complicated for them even though they can financially afford it. So think carefully before you make this investment. But let's assume you love traveling, you have the time, you have the money to travel, and you actually enjoy traveling, you want to combine romance and traveling. How to increase your chances with a Ukrainian woman? First of all, you have to understand that dating approach that you have used in the United States or let's say in Germany, it won't work with the Ukrainian lady because dating culture is different. So don't expect her to text you first at the early stage of your communication, to call you first, to be very active. Most of the Ukrainian women, they like it when a man makes the first step. He is the one asking her out. He is the one who is choosing the place. He is the one to text first. Of course, when you are in a relationship on the early stage, let's say you had like 5 dates or 6 dates, or you have been communicating for about a month or 2, then you will notice that she starts texting you first, that she starts initiating dates, and she starts initiating communication. But at the early stage, when you have just met and had a couple of dates, it is naive to expect that she will suggest to split the bill, that she will be the one who will suggest to go out, that she will be the one to call you first. It's not going to happen. When you discuss your first or second date, some men believe that it is a great idea to tell her that, oh, you should just choose the place, just pick the restaurant. I don't really care where we will go, just choose something. And he believes that he is doing a chivalrous thing because she can choose what she likes. But Ukrainian women, unfortunately, very often translate such suggestion as he doesn't really care where we will go, he can't make a decision, and if we end up in a relationship, then I will be the one who is always choosing what we are going to do, where we are going to go, and he is just lazy and irresponsible. Of course, you can tell me right now that such conclusions are stupid, and I agree with you. And to my coaching female clients, I often explain that, well, it's not a bad thing that he suggests you to pick up the place. And also, if, for example, you're local in Prague, you live there for the last 5 years, you know the area. But still, Ukrainian women prefer it when a man chooses the place, when he actually puts effort into choosing a nice restaurant or a nice cafe or a coffee shop where he's going to take her. You can ask her what is her favorite cuisine, and then you can choose several options and suggest her a restaurant. You can make sure that the price point is okay for you, that this place is okay for the first or second date, and then you tell the lady that I want to take you out to this restaurant. I have seen it, unfortunately, so many times when the gentleman is flying from, let's say, United States or Canada to Europe, and the lady does all the planning. So she's choosing the restaurant, she's choosing excursion, she's choosing all the activities, and later on she believes that she has invested so much effort and he has done less. And when I try to explain to the lady that no, he hasn't done less, he flew from another country, he has crossed the ocean literally to meet you, but she believed that, well, and I did all the planning, so if I didn't plan this, if I didn't plan to go to that museum, to this exhibition, or to this restaurant, we would just sit in his hotel and do nothing. And of course the gentleman will think that I have actually done more because I have booked the tickets, I flew to meet her, let's say, in Prague, and I have paid for my tickets and for my hotel. So it is normal that she has chosen all the activities. Sometimes adults can be unreasonable because in this situation to compare who did more, it's a bit childish. But when it comes to such a touchy topic as a relationship, people often are not logical. If you want to succeed when you date a Ukrainian woman, make sure that you put effort to really understand her culture, her background. Ask her, don't assume things. So often men assume that I know everything about Ukraine because I have traveled there once. or I have talked to a Ukrainian person just once, or I have watched that blogger, so I know everything. And the lady, she can have a totally different background, because you know what, Ukraine is a big country and life will be different in different areas, traditions will be different, and also a lot depends on her background, who are her parents, what does she do for a living, whether she is well-traveled or not, does she speak foreign languages, and many other aspects. And you risk being not thoughtful just because you have watched a certain blogger and now you claim that you know better and you understand better where she stands. Even if you have dated a Ukrainian woman before, don't assume that now you know everything about Ukrainian women, because your new girlfriend or your new date, she can be from the different area of Ukraine, and she has different traditions, different dreams, different experiences, different background. So if you believe there is something you don't understand, or if it looks like a misunderstanding to you, ask your questions. So many potential relationships were ruined because men and women have assumed things. If you want to improve your chances of dating a beautiful Ukrainian woman, you can always subscribe to our coaching program or matchmaking program. You can book the complimentary consultation by pressing the link below this video and filling in the form. My name is Svetlana Mucha. I'm the founder and the leading matchmaker at Diolli.com, and since 2008 we introduce truly exceptional romantic and open-minded singles who believe that love knows no borders and no nationalities. I'm filming this one for you in Munich, München, Germany, Deutschland. Right now is the time to press like, to subscribe to our channel if you want to get access and notifications to more content that we film for you. I wish you lots of love. I will see you in the next one.